Hello, listeners. Episode 71 Babelmouth Podcast. Today we're going to go over some space stuff, but first we're going to do our normal Marvel news. I got some top 5 chalky milks. I have tried a couple of these, but I went out and got one of them, and we're going to review that. We're also going to be talking about Secret Level, and then after we do all that, then we're going to go into our space facts. I'm going to give Koolme a space quiz, and then I'm going to read a creepypasta that is, I don't think it's space themed, but it's marked as being space and cosmic horror. So I'm not 100% sure.
Ooh,
But first things first, ladies and gentlemen, the pod that we said was going to be live is going to be later on. It's not going to be 73 or whatever we said it was. It's not going to be like 76 or something. The original date ended up not being the right one, but now it is the right one. We know the official dates now.
yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
So March, I don't know what it wouldn't be. Let me look at this real quick. March 3rd is a Monday, obviously, and we'd record it probably, I don't know, that night, I guess, whenever, I don't know. But that episode would come out probably March 14th, because we'd already have one for 7th already. So March 14th is when the live episode with Orr is going to come out. And just all of us in general. So expect that. It might be March 7th. It just depends. I guess it could be. But most likely, let's say the 14th, just to be safe. But it could be the 7th.
It could be the 14th, but it could be the 7th.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I guess let's get into this real quick. So here's the problem with the 3rd. And it's a small problem, but we can solve this right now. I have to work that day still. Not the 3rd, but like the 2nd. And I get off at 4 a.m. The plane I was going to originally take, what time do you think it leaves? 5:15.
4-8. Oh,
It would be impossible for that to work. So more than likely, I won't be there until like 5 p.m.
that's wild.
But that's a 4-hour flight through Alaska Airlines.
4-hour flight.
It goes like from Redmond to Portland for like a 45-minute layover, and then goes straight to Ontario.
You just doxed me.
Everyone knows you live in that area.
Thanks, pal.
I guess we could talk. Should we talk about the fires? Is that even? Didn't they stop it, or is it still going? I don't know if it's contained or not.
Supposedly still going somehow.
Did it ever rain on Sunday?
No. It did. Rained a lot.
Did it stop you?
No.
So you were bitching about nothing.
It was miserable.
Rain is awesome. It smells amazing. Maybe not on a fucking horse track, but
it was miserable. It was cold and windy.
Yeah.
But it rained.
So the fires are still going, is what I'm hearing.
They are not contained yet.
Wow. Anyway.
Somehow. If they just stop fucking around, maybe then.
That's don't say that. These are first responders. They're working their asses off. And here we are talking about it. So
yeah,
you watch your
started,
fucking...
Who started the fires?
We're not going into conspiracy theories. You say Bane?
Started. Yeah, Bane.
The fake character?
The fire rises.
Anyway. I guess we can review this talkable item. What is it called? Like they're called like cheesy dippers or some shit. I don't know. Steak dipper. I think it's called steak dipper and then chicken dipper.
I've had it. I haven't ate them. So.
They're really good.
You like the nuggets from there. I don't think your opinion matters.
Bitch, I think most people liked the nuggets. Like 90% of the people that had them.
People with terrible taste like them.
Bitch, you like cottage cheese pizza. Listeners, this dude eats cottage cheese pizza. I don't want to hear you speak. If you make that
It's not
shit
that
when
bad.
I'm there, I am vomiting on it.
I was gonna make it today, but I'm too lazy. I might
It's
make it later.
anyway.
You can't even tell the difference.
I'm never gonna
It's
find
a
out.
little,
So
it's a little limp, but
pizza can be
I'm gonna
pretty
make
limp.
it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna go to Domino's and get like a freaking box.
We can. What if we
I'm
do a
gonna.
blind taste test? We get like a couple of different pizzas and we blind taste them. We
We
get like
could.
we could get like a DiGiorno. You could
Well,
make this.
yeah, at Papa John's. We gotta eat Papa John's.
We can get Papa John's, sure. At Domino's, a Papa John's. I don't know why I said it like that. A Pizza Hut, a DiGiorno, and then you can make
No,
that
that's way
bullshit.
too many. That's way too much pizza. We should do Papa
We don't
John's.
have to get fucking large of each. To get a little tiny like personal pan.
They don't do personal pans.
Pizza Hut definitely does. I've gotten it.
Papa John's doesn't.
Well, Papa John's also says the N word.
But it's now run by.
I don't think he's even part of the company anymore.
No, it's now run by a black guy named Shaq.
Shaq runs Papa John's.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't run it. He just owns it then, or has ownership of it.
Yeah.
There's no
I'm
way he's
pretty
the
sure he
CEO
is.
of fucking Papa John's.
I'm pretty sure he is now.
This is good ideas. We're also gonna go bowling at a different place, not Big Al's or whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah, I'm
Surely
pretty
there's
sure there's
just
better
bowling
places.
lanes. That's where they just bowling. Doesn't Dave and Buster's have bowling?
No.
They definitely do.
They have skee ball.
That's not bowling.
It's miniature bowling.
Dave and Buster's definitely has bowling.
I don't think this one has a bowling alley.
Maybe it doesn't. I'm thinking of something else, man. Maybe it was. I think maybe I'm thinking of Big Al's because they also have an arcade, don't they? Not nearly as
They
big,
did. They had a small arcade, yes.
but. And then other things. We're doing this pizza thing now. We can just do fucking Domino's, fucking whatever the fuck, and then pop it or your bullshit. But if you put your dick in my mouth, I'm biting it.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, bud?
That's why I said I'm gonna bite it. Anyway, let's get back on track here. We're talking about fucking bullshit. So I got some Marvel news. There wasn't much to go off of except this new Spider-Man anime show or whatever. Animated, not anime, but there's nothing about that show on here, but I did find some things. And this is Marvel news, but it's also some Disney, just Disney in general stuff, because there wasn't a lot of Marvel stuff to go off of. Because the only big thing happening right now is the Captain America film.
Right.
But Spider-Man 4 will reportedly introduce a new love interest of Peter Parker. Peter Parker, which is most likely Gwen, I would imagine. Which I think, no, it's not meant to be her. There was, I think we've talked about this before. Sydney Sweeney might be. What is the fucking character? Is it? I never mind. But Gwen Stacy is probably the new love interest. I don't know who it's going to be, but I think they've said before who they. I don't know. But Marvel also wants to introduce Ghost Rider and Doomsday. Apparently,
That'd be pretty cool.
and it might be Ryan Gosling. I think it should be fuck. I'm forgetting everyone's name right now. Fucking Daryl. What's his name?
Norman Reedus?
Norman Reedus. I can't believe I fucking forgot his name. That's wild. I didn't forget it. It was just blanking me, okay, pal. But I think Norman Reedus should
Oregon
be.
Air.
It has nothing to do with Oregon. This has nothing to do with that, buddy. I can't wait to fucking roundhouse the fuck out of you. And I'm actually gonna do it this time. I want you to know this, that this is going to happen. You saying you can't lift your leg up that high? I will send you a video of me doing the splits.
Okay, bud. I'll be waiting for that.
Anyway, But apparently Ryan Gosling is who they're looking to be Ghost Rider. That wasn't on the notes. I'm just saying that, but I did see that. A new Avengers game is reportedly in the works, and that was the last Marvel thing I had. Anything on the game? I know you liked the other one.
It was pretty fun. Um,
What was the last thing they did? Was it Hawkeye? No, Hawkeye was the first. Spider-Man was the last.
Spider-Man was terrible. I didn't even do the Spider-Man. It was terrible.
That's crazy.
The Black Panther one was pretty dope. It was fun playing him. Uh, Other than that, the Russo brothers signed on to be X-Men to oversee the X-Men movies coming out.
Yeah,
They
that's all
signed a
the.
new deal.
But that's all the Marvel stuff. I do have more though. Star Wars and Destiny are doing a collab for skins.
What?
There's a.
That's crazy.
I don't know what the characters are, so I'm gonna explain it to you, and you're gonna tell me what it is. But let me pull it up real quick because I don't have that up. But it was the red guy. Was the red like stormtrooper ass looking guy? Whatever they're
Red
called.
Stormtrooper. Oh,
It's like the one those dudes from your favorite movie.
no, they
Yeah.
can't be those guys.
Well, it's
That's not
that.
my favorite movie.
That's those red guys though. It's the warlock skin, for them. The red dudes are the warlock skin. Titans are stormtroopers, and then the hunters got like this black fucking skin one. I'll just post it in here. You can see it. Can I just do this? Ooh.
Where the
And
fuck's my Discord?
what's this in our chat? But that's the skins.
It's like Death Trooper, Stormtrooper, and I forget what those red ones are. Praetorian Guard or some shit.
The warlock one is the best one. That's gonna go crazy. The Titan
The
one's
red ones,
lazy, and then
yeah.
the hunter one is cool, I guess.
The red ones guard the Emperor and fucking.
That is your favorite movie, though, right? The Last Jedi or whatever.
That's a fucking terrible movie.
Apparently, the red set is called Royal Protector set. So yeah,
Royal
that's that.
Protector. That
And
makes
then
sense.
also for more Star Wars stuff, Acolyte was the second most watched show on Disney Plus in 2024.
Yeah, it got canceled.
Yeah, that one evil guy. I don't know what his the evil guy who was like upset that the show got canceled. He tweeted it out. That's how I saw that. But, I don't know what his
His
fucking
name
character's name
is
was. You know what I'm talking about
Darth
though? Yeah,
Darth Teeth.
dark teeth. Yeah,
Darth.
I know what you said.
Darth.
I know what you said. But yeah,
Kamir.
that's
His name is Kamir.
come here right now, dark teeth.
Kamir Dark Teeth. That show was terrible. I
Anyway,
don't care what anybody says.
I think it was hated by most. So
That one good episode.
we're not talking about that. But let's get into these top 5 chalky milks. I told you about this like a week ago now. The one I got was the number 1 on the list, and it was amazing. I wish though that there was like little personal containers of it and not just full on cartons, but that wasn't a thing. So you have to get the full carton. It is 64 fluid ounces or 2 quarts of milk.
God damn.
It was $4, which isn't bad, I guess.
I would go into diabetic coma drinking that whole thing.
So if anyone wants to try it, we'll get to that one at the end because it is the number 1 on this list at least. This list is on sporked.com. I don't know. I just Googled top chocolate milks. and this is the one I was looking at. So number 6. So this is how they have it ranked, by the way. They have it best grown up, best for a crowd, best low fat, best fancy, best nostalgic, and then best of the best. And I had best of the best. So I guess it's not necessarily the top 5 of all time. It's just the top in, I guess, that category. But we're gonna call it top. Well, it's actually top 6 here, but so this is the top 6. So best growing up. I've never even heard of this one. Alexander Family Farm Chocolate Milk. Maybe
What?
Alexander. I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Never even heard of that.
But it's yeah, it's in a glass bottle. It's
Yeah,
organic
that's
apparently,
bougie.
and it's rated 7 out of 10. And this one's gonna be a little crazy, but number 5. I've told you this one. Great value, low fat chocolate milk, aka Walmart brand milk.
That's wild.
That one is rated best for a crowd, which it's like probably like 250 for this whole bottle or the whole carton or whatever the fuck the jug. Huh.
That is wild.
But yeah, that's best for a crowd. Walmart's. Number 4, we have Sprouts low fat chocolate milk. I think this is more like a protein type deal. But best low fat for that one. So you'd love
Do
that
they
one.
have like low sugar?
The Sprouts one is low fat.
Yeah, I need low sugar. The Fairlife one is. I haven't tried that one yet,
That's on here.
but I heard that one's pretty good too. Yeah.
Best fancy. Number 3 is Strauss chocolate milk. I think I've had this one before. It's also organic. Number 2 is Fairlife. I've had Fairlife before, and it is really good, but it is sweet. Which I think it is. Has a lot of whatever that fake sugar shit is called. Aspartame.
Yeah.
But this one is good. It's a 9.5. That one is really fucking good, though. If you don't want any lactose, if you're lactose intolerant, Fairlife is the goat. If you don't want that bubble guts. Best of the best is Trader Joe's chocolate milk. That's the one I had. And it was pretty good.
Trader Joe's.
But yeah, that's the top 6 chalky milks. I've had like 2 or I don't even know if I've ever had the Walmart one really.
I don't think
But
I've had any of them.
wow. Anyway,
I missed my opportunity.
for chocolate milk,
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, but I also die drinking it.
There's probably a sugar-free chocolate milk. I'll Google sugar-free chalky milk.
There's not. You have to make your own.
Chocolate milk. Make your own. Let's see. Keto chocolate milk. Oh, yeah, you do have to make it. That's some bullshit. Oh. Maybe
Yep.
you can start a company where you make sugar-free chocolate milk and become a billionaire or something.
Yeah, I need to get on that.
Yeah.
I
All
need
right,
to get on it ASAP.
so we're doing space facts. I think one of these pages we've actually done before in the past, so we're gonna do that one last. So we're talking about space, and just so listeners know what I'm dealing with in this episode, Koolme is a flat earther, or at least he fucking pretends to be. So this whole episode, he's gonna say everything I say is not true. So get ready for that shit.
Wait a minute. I am not a flat earther.
You literally tell me all the time the Earth is flat, blah blah blah. You also tell me there's a dome over the Earth.
Yeah, they try to break through the dome on
They've gone past it many a times. If there's this dome there, apparently
they have not.
there's also video evidence of space and pictures.
That ain't real, bud.
Right. My fucking fist in your face is gonna be real. What's that line that Flash Thompson says? My then you know the first Tobey Maguire film when they're fighting in the hallway.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
"Oh, what does he say? My fist. That's the accident or something. I don't know."
I can't remember.
Wow, that's crazy. But anyway, that's what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Is some fucking freak So
Or
so
what? Who's the freak?
you you
Uh,
don't think space is real, but I'm still gonna quiz you on it. I actually have facts for every single planet. I didn't notice that part. I was actually just gonna read these down here, but then we're gonna go into that because this is gonna be a 3-hour episode.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Bud,
Hey, listeners, just so you know, Kumi's the one stealing content from us.
I ain't stealing nothing.
Doesn't want to do. You're fucking bitch ass. I fucking. Fuck. Anyway,
It could
number
be a,
one.
it could be a three-parter.
This is not gonna be a 3-parter. This won't take 3 hours to do this. Space does not. Shut up. Space does not begin at a specific altitude above the Earth, but the Kármán line at 100 km is a commonly used definition. The temperature in the void of space is about negative 270, which is about how cold Kumi's heart is.
About all the women I dated have cold hearts like that.
Yeah. Space is a hard vacuum, meaning it is a void containing very little matter. That was 3. I'm just going to read them off. I'm not going to say what fucking number it is, okay, buddy? There's no sound in space because molecules are too far apart to transmit sound. The space between galaxies is not completely empty, but has an average of 1 atom per cubic meter. There's an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy, the Milky Way, which I think there's more stars than there is sand.
I don't like sand.
Why?
It's coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere.
The universe is observed to be 13.8 billion years old and is expanding since its formation in the Big Bang. Kumi, what was it like to see the Big Bang?
It was pretty cool actually.
Because you're
It was pretty
fucking
big,
ancient.
and it was a bang. It was a pretty big bang.
In the observable universe, there are estimated 2 trillion galaxies.
And we're the only life forms out there. Give me a break.
That's the observable.
What?
That's the observable universe.
Oh, what does that mean?
There's part of the universe that we can see.
Right.
It's also an estimate. And if we listen to the government recently, there has been life here. Other than us, but like alien life.
Oh, alien life, right? So they say.
I fucking hate you. The International Space Station is the largest ever crewed object in space. Okay, spacecraft have visited all the known planets in our solar system.
Debatable.
You say all this bullshit, but then you won't put up any proof.
Well, I don't have proof. I'm just saying it's debatable.
Exactly. I have proof. Anyway, we're going to go into the planets. You should be studying up. Some of this might be on the quiz, which I don't know how long this quiz is. 20 questions.
I ain't getting anything right.
You might. There's some of them are pretty simple, I think. All right, Mercury facts. How many facts is it per planet? That's a shitload. Facts about. I'm just going to go through these real quick. Facts about Mercury. Mercury does not have any moons or rings. Kumi, how many rings do you have? 1 on your beehole. Mercury's the smallest.
2.
2 rings?
At my mouth.
That's not a ring.
It's a ring.
If you make it a ring,
Well, yeah.
the beehole is just a ring.
Just shut up.
Mercury's the smallest planet. Mercury's the closest to the sun. Your weight on Mercury would be 38% of the weight on Earth. A solar day on the surface of Mercury lasts 176 days. 176 Earth days. A year on Mercury takes 88 Earth days. It's not
Damn.
known who discovered Mercury. There's no way I'm going through all these planets. Let's do the cool ones. Let's do Jupiter, the gas giant. Jupiter's the fourth brightest object in the solar system. Only the Sun, Moon, and Venus are brighter. What's the moon then? Is it a fucking projection?
It's a little light bulb.
Yeah. The ancient Babylonians were the first to record their sightings of Jupiter. Jupiter has the shortest day of all the planets at 9 hours and 55 mins. Jupiter orbits the sun once every 11.8 Earth years. Jupiter has unique clouds. The Great Red Spot is a huge storm on Jupiter that has raged on for 350 years.
Callisto Protocol also took place in Jupiter. Well, Jupiter's moon,
Which moon?
if that's a real. Callisto.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Supposedly.
What's that fucking video game? So, no, it didn't.
Well, yeah.
Jupiter's interior is made of rock, metal, and hydrogen. Jupiter's moon, Ganymede, I don't know, is the largest moon in the solar system. Jupiter's a thin ring system, like you. And eight spacecrafts have visited Jupiter.
And none of them returned.
Well, no, because you wouldn't return from fucking Jupiter. It wasn't a human.
Yeah, it was a craft.
They wouldn't return. They just went there.
That's some bullshit. How are they going to get the evidence?
It transmits it back.
So they say.
Just shut the fuck up. We'll do Mars because that's our next home. Allegedly. Mars and Earth have approximately the same landmass. Mars is home to the tallest mountain in the solar system, called Olympus Mons.
Olympus Mons?
Mons.
Oh.
Only 18 missions to Mars have been successful.
Yeah, we're going to be the 19th and not make it.
Right. Mars has the largest dust storms in the solar system. On Mars, the sun appears half the size as it does on Earth. Pieces of Mars have fallen to Earth. What do you see about that, buddy?
Where's the proof?
Well, I don't have the fucking pieces. I can look it up. Mars takes its name from the Roman god of war, Kratos.
No way.
No, Ares, bitch. There are signs of liquid water on Mars. One day Mars will have a ring, and sunsets on Mars are blue.
Interesting.
And that's Mars. All right, we're moving on to the quiz since you're
How are we
bitching.
supposed to live there when there's nothing but dust storms there?
Which I'm not a fucking space fucking researcher.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm sure they know. Ask Elon. I don't know. Tweet at him. And we're doing this quiz. What is he then?
He's a synthetic.
Shut the fuck up. We're doing this quiz. It's 20 questions. One of the things we just talked about is on this quiz. I can see it. So, actually, a couple things we just talked about are on this. What is the closest planet to the sun?
Mercury.
Correct. What is this? What is the name of the second biggest planet in our solar system?
Oh shit.
We didn't talk about this one.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna guess then. Jupiter.
That's the biggest.
Oh. Venus.
No, I'm pretty sure that's like smaller than Earth.
Saturn.
Yeah.
It's
That's
Saturn.
it's Saturn, yeah. And 3, what is the hottest planet in our solar system? I'm pretty sure
The
we did talk about
hottest.
this one.
Oh shit! The hottest planet. The sun.
That's not a planet.
Right. You're right. Um, the hottest planet. Um. Uh.
This is good listening right here.
uh
You're wrong.
Jupiter.
No, it's Venus.
I was gonna say Venus.
What planet is famous for its big red spot? We did talk about this.
We did. Shit.
You've also said it.
Mercury.
No.
Oh,
Jupiter.
yeah. Jupiter. I was getting ready to say Jupiter.
Number 5. What planet is famous for the beautiful rings that surround it?
Saturn.
Correct. This one's a yes or no. Is the sun a star or planet? We just did
It's a,
this.
it's a star.
Correct. So no. Wait. That was looking.
Oh,
That was the wrong one. That was 7. So you got 7 right. 6. Can humans breathe normally in space, as they can on Earth?
no.
8. Yeah, that's correct. 8. Who was the first person to walk on the moon?
The camera guy.
Neil Armstrong.
The camera guy.
Shut your fucking mouth.
The camera guy had to get down first.
It was Neil Armstrong.
Right.
That's who. I don't know what you want from me. That's who it was.
Well, so they say.
9. What planet is known as the red planet?
Mars.
10. That's correct. 10. What is the name of the force holding us to the Earth?
Gravity.
Number 11. Human beings ever set foot on Mars? Have human beings ever set foot on Mars?
No.
12. What is the name of a place that uses telescopes and other scientific equipment to research space and astronomy? Astronomy. Fuck. You're not going to get it.
NASA.
No, an observatory.
Oh,
13.
yeah.
What is the name of NASA's most famous space telescope?
I don't know that one.
Hubble.
Pebble?
Hubble.
Hubble.
Yeah.
Hubble.
Yeah. Earth is located in which galaxy?
The Milky Way.
What is the name of the first satellite sent into space? You're not going to know this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sputnik. It's a telescope, bitch.
Oh.
It's called Sputnik. 16.
Sputnik.
Ganymede is a moon on which planet? We actually talked about this one.
Ganymede?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Jupiter. You won't remember. What is the name of Saturn's largest moon? This one's free.
I have Jupiter's wait, what?
Jupiter's largest. Wait, no. What question am I on? 17. Where is it? What is the name of Saturn's largest moon? Saturn's largest moon.
Saturn's largest moon.
If you're fucking Googling it, it's Titan.
I don't. Titan.
We did do this one. We actually did. 18. Olympus Mons is a large volcanic mountain on which planet?
Mars.
Yes. Does the sun orbit the Earth?
No.
Correct. Is the planet Neptune bigger than Earth?
No.
Yes. I don't know how many you got right, but I think you got a lot of them right, actually.
I'd say like 6.
More than that.
Maybe 10.
I think like over half. The first question you got wrong. The second one I think you got wrong. The hottest planet. Maybe you got shit on.
Yeah.
That was the space quiz, and now we're moving on to the space. Well, I don't know if it's really how much about space it is, but It's allegedly about space and cosmic horror. And it's called God Didn't Answer My Prayer, but Something Else Did.
Ooh.
And it's 10 to 7 minutes, apparently. This says 7, that says 10, so we're going to go in the middle and say 8. But it's a 7.85 out of 10 on creepypasta, and it's written by Sean Gleason. That sounds familiar.
Sean Gleason.
I feel like I heard a different story from him. I don't know, but we're going to get into this. It's not very long. I don't know if it will take 7 minutes. But we'll see. And according from the comments, there's... No, that was a different story. No, wait. This is a two-parter. Or at some point will be. Because someone's in here saying I can't wait for part 2. So this probably going to end in a cliffhanger.
Damn it.
But yes, the story is called God Didn't Answer My Prayers, but Something Else Did. Rachel and I were high school sweethearts. We met through mutual friends and hit it off like a house on fire. Our weekends were spent hanging out, enjoying each other's company. Our first big stumbling block came out of graduation. We were accepted into different colleges 4 hours away. Most relationships would phase out at this point, but we persevered. Meeting up as often as possible, the summer of our final year, we were already making plans about the next steps in our journey together through life. Where we'd like to live, how many children, we'd even named the dog we would have. After we graduated, I asked her to marry me. We were young in love and life was going just as planned. Rachel's bachelorette party was planned for 2 weeks before the wedding. The venue was set, the menu had been tasted, and guests had flights booked from various parts of the globe. On her way home from the party, she was taken from me. Some sick bastard put an end to the life we had dreamed of. The things he did to her were unspeakable. I was the first on the scene. The flashing blue lights sent waves of terror through my body. I already knew the inevitable was awaiting me at my arrival. That still didn't prepare me to see the woman I love disfigured in such a vile manner. The tears engulfed my vision. I couldn't bring myself to look at her, but the police needed me to confirm her identity. Between the tears and vomiting, I managed to tell them enough to bring her body to the morgue. I dropped to my knees, losing myself in the madness. The autopsy was extensive, but found no match for DNA. Cameras in the area didn't show any clear pictures of her assailant. The funeral was a blur. People who should have been celebrating our marriage were now lining up to shake my hand and utter the dreaded words, "I'm sorry for your loss." I spent 3 years just existing, a ghost of a man, going through the motions expected of me. I spent my days at work participating in the office conversations, but never actually taking any information. The discussions about the new show on TV or the latest scandal online, these meant nothing to me. Existence was meaningless. The fear of facing this life alone was crippling. I spent most nights in the fetal position, hoping for a release. The next 3 years I spent trying to track down Rachel's killer. I was adamant the police never tried to find him. My beliefs were fueled by hours scrolling through the internet, plaguing my mind with stories of conspiracies. Forums of people who believed the world was run by lizards and our lives were not what we were led to believe. I got involved with some dangerous people. Those who spread chaos through propaganda and influencing those minds were malleable. Through these groups, I made connections. People who had access to power but should never be in those positions in the first place. I cornered my first target in an underground parking lot. I pressed a knife to his throat and demanded a confession. I confirmed he was released from prison a week before Rachel's murder. He was in for charges of sexual assault and battery. I wore a black balaclava and covered my face with my hood. I saw him leave his car and make his way towards the stairs to his apartment block. The lights were dim as I crept through the shadows, out of sight, behind the side of a large SUV. As he neared my position, I launched myself towards him, pinned him to the wall, his eyes full of fear as the blade drew a trickle of blood. After questioning him relentlessly to no avail, I struck him hard in the jaw with the handle of the dagger, leaving him in a heap on the floor, his pants damp with urine from the fear for his life. I continued his routine on several more occasions, each time more intense than the next. I finally came to my senses after my encounter with my sixth victim of my deranged mind. A ragged young man, mid-20s, with the start of a September shadow visible on sections of his chin. I had progressed to breaking some fingers when questioning wasn't getting the responses I had envisioned. This time I had gone too far. I left this man in a pool of his own blood, broken and bruised. I spent the next few nights praying for forgiveness. Life may feel like a pointless task, but I still was hoping for salvation at the end of the road. Prayers for forgiveness turned to prayers for strength, prayers to bring back some joy to my life. I prayed for a miracle, to bring back my love to the land of the living, to heal the wounds my soul had suffered. I continued in this vein for weeks, asking for some divine intervention to give me another chance at life. With Rachel. My prayers were unanswered. The feeling of loss started to consume me once more. Not feeling any remorse or kindness for the almighty powers of the universe, I fell into a dark place. My connections I made online directed me towards more occult methods. I dove into the art form of witchcraft and satanic rituals in the hope of trade my soul for a second chance. I studied rituals and summoning in hopes of gaining access to one of the nights of hell. I spit the blood of livestock and said the words of power, but still no response. I scoured the forums for any information on a different method. I got in touch with many so-called scholars of the cosmos, each with a nugget of information that would help me summon Arsgaden. Yeah, a cosmic entity who may grant wishes to those who can complete his trial. I contacted a gentleman by the name of Martin Wallace, a published researcher in the entities beyond the cosmos, to give me some guidance into the task I planned to undertake. Not much is known about the cosmic creatures. Arsgaden, even less. Mark stroked his beard and thought. His hair had grayed years ago, but his beard still had resemblance of black. I must stress the fact that one does not try to make contact with them lightly. Bringing them into our world may be detrimental to you. There are worse things in life than death. I would suffer an eternity of pain for a single moment with her, I said stone-faced. I don't doubt your resolve, Connor, or your motives, but I don't think you can comprehend what you are trying to accomplish here. For those of us who look deeper into these entities, we must accept the fact that they are omniversal, that they are other realities like ours in which they reside, a sliver of the presence in each and every one of them, that we have different versions of ourselves in other timelines, living in a tangent to us. The torment of you may live in a list of millennia, breaking you to the very essence of your being, across endless dimensions. He stared into my eyes, willing me to understand his reasoning. I've already begun on this course, I said, trying to hide the quiver in my voice. I'm just looking for some advice on how to ensure I have a chance at gaining his favor. My own God has abandoned me, and the devil is too cruel to help. What you wish to seek will make any deal with the devil look like child's play. The ritual of summoning was long and arduous. The things I have done have excluded me from any redemption. I have defiled all that is humane. I am not disclosing the steps, as to do so would endanger each of you that read this. Once you know the steps, you feel compelled to complete them. As the last task was complete, I called out to Arsgaden, asking him to grant me one wish. Accepting what he would ask of me, I stood there, on the edge of a cliff at the end of the world, staring out into the endless sea. I waited for some time with no sign of any otherworldly presence. As I turned to leave, defeated and full of shame, I noticed I could see a disturbance in the skyline above the horizon. The sea began to change color, first red, then green, followed by purple. My eyes spun furiously. As they came into focus one more, I noticed I was looking at myself from ground level. My eyes had dislodged from their sockets. The sight was sickening as each iris's viewpoint shifted independently. My body began to dismantle and rebuild in human form. I could feel a presence overtake me. The words do not exist to describe the feeling of horror as every fiber in my body rearranged itself. The physical agony was only outweighed by psychological torment I endured as my mind collapsed under the weight of incomprehension. Arsgaden had made his presence known. My mind shattered as Arsgaden tried to communicate with me. I experienced every painstaking death known to man for an eternity and the instants all at once. He rebuilt my consciousness in a way in which I could preserve his words and thought. Images and feelings were how we communicated. I could only describe it as forcing me to understand his meaning. He addressed me as the summoner of Arsgaden. His title was Arsgaden by the disruptor of existence, and I was his tether to the plane. I begged him to return my lost love to me. I put as much will behind my thoughts as possible. I flooded him with pictures of the two of us and the lives we envisioned. He was not able to comprehend the emotions of man, but could understand my wish to return a soul from the dead. He described how his influence over my strings of life were limited by my alternate forms across other realities. If those strings were to be reduced into one, he would then be able to grant my wish. To do so, I would need to endure the trials. I accepted his proposition without any further explanation. Whatever he required, I would do. He formed an image in my mind of countless versions of myself fighting one another, severing a string each time one falls. I was now the requester of the trial, and it was made known to my counterparts. We would meet at random occasions within the next rotation of the star of my planet, a one-on-one contest of will and determination until only one remains. These meetings would happen across all timelines, each version of myself fighting to remain. He showed me an image of one contest already taking place, an older version of myself, missing an eye from a wound received years ago, finding a version of myself no older than 10. They were aware that I was the cause of their torment, and they hated me for it. The contest can only be decided by weapons formed in the shape of points. I took this means blades. The concept is not familiar to Arsgaden. His presence retracted into the outer reaches of the universe, and my mind began to return to normality. I was aware that I needed to prepare for the oncoming challenges. I write this entry in hope you may never seek a meeting with this eldritch horror. I currently sit at my laptop, covered in blood from my first challenger, a version of me who had lived a long life. He knew who I was at the moment he appeared in my room. His eyes burned with hatred unknown to most. Unfortunately for him, he was so far in years he barely had the strength to raise his arm in defense as I slashed his throat with my blade. I am resisting the urge to sleep as I fear that when I close my eyes, the next challenger will have his chance to take my prize for his own. They are fighting for their lives, but I am fighting for hers.
Definitely needs a part 2 to see what happens. Does he get her back or not? That was pretty interesting.
I just had a little bit of space themes, I guess.
Yeah, let
me see. There might be a part 2.
talking to the cosmos and stuff.
Let's see. I might have to put his name, but let's see. Sean Gleason. Nope, he only has one story. Maybe he's working on it. I don't know. But there's definitely room for part 2.
The aliens took her clearly.
I think she died, but
I think the aliens took her.
It says in the beginning that they killed her. That dude that killed her.
True. That's true.
Anyway, that's it. That's all we have for this episode. Good talk. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it was great.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next episode where we're gonna do something. I don't know.
It's gonna be something, and it's gonna be good.
Koolme's gonna plan it again. No, he's not.
No, I'm not.
Koolme doesn't plan episodes because he makes me do everything.
I don't plan anything because I'm terrible at it.
You just make me do everything, so it's crazy. But
yeah, you're the boss.
He spam me like, "Are we podding? Are we podding? We gotta do the pod. We gotta do the pod." But then you don't do anything.
We gotta give the fans what they want. You know, we gotta stay consistent. You know.
Right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this episode. No movie reviews coming up. Wait. No, it would be way too long. I was going to say we could go see Captain America together, but it would be weeks later after it's out, unless you waited, I guess. But
I'm not waiting.
yeah, fuck you, buddy.
I'm seeing that day one. Well, not day
Fuck
one.
that. I'll watch it a week later.
I'm gonna watch it the next Tuesday.
I'll
I'm
watch
not
it like.
watching a movie opening day again. We
Which
went to
one did
see
you see?
Den of Thieves 2 opening day, and it was fucking people next to me wouldn't stop talking.
You we gotta look at him and be like, "Hey, you want to shut the fuck up, buddy?" Was it a woman?
And it's two guys.
Two guys, so young lads.
Mm, I don't know. They're a little bit older.
Well, give us a review.
Maybe give you a review of what?
What do you fuck you think the movie, motherfucker?
The movie came out today on digital, so um, it. I mean, it was good. It was a different tone than the first one, for sure. It's like a wider scale. Like more stakes. Wasn't like grounded in like just robbing banks and stuff. So it was a little different and interesting. I wish there was more action, but the whole movie was pretty much like covert stealth, which made sense. They couldn't cause bring any attention to their crew, so there wasn't any action till the end. But yeah, it was good. It was pretty good.
Great review. Anyway,
Yeah,
this
dude,
is.
no spoilers.
We'll do spoilers then.
No, I'm not gonna do any spoilers.
Fucking punk. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
The movie dropped on digital today. You give it a watch.
Oh, we didn't talk about Secret Level.
It's fine. We don't need to talk about Secret Level. It was good. It was just dragged on way too long.
We got to talk about Secret Level. It's a gaming show.
Right.
Hold on, let me pull up Secret Level episodes because I don't even remember. Well, I remember them all, but so episode 1 was Dungeons and Dragons. I think we came to because it was me, you, and Speedy that were watching this together. The whole fucking thing. Holy shit! Which they're not
It was way
episodes.
too long.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't watched it, they're not long. They're like 10 to 15 minutes each. There's 15 of them. We did it all in one sitting because Koolme just wouldn't stop playing them. So
What?
you just played them back to back to back to back.
Yeah, you said
We got to episode 13 and I was done. I was like, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. But I mean, they were fine. But episode 1, Dungeons and Dragons, I think we came to a conclusion that was the worst one. Maybe
it was pretty bad.
I mean, it was the animation, everything about it is fine. I just don't understand what was happening. The Dungeons and Dragons, the Sifu episode was really good.
It was good. That's what forced me to play the game.
That was a really good one, which I think that was I think it's one of the more popular episodes, I think, out of the season, which I'm pretty sure Secret Level got a second season.
Yeah, it did.
Like, announced or whatever. Episode 3 was the New World. That dude that kept getting killed over and over again. That one was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
The next one was Unreal Tournament. That was a really good one. That was the robot.
Yeah, that one was cool.
Warhammer. That was probably my favorite one.
That was dope. That one was dope.
Then we had Pac-Man, which, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen Pac-Man episode, go watch the Pac-Man episode because it's not what you would think it would be. It's it's like fucked up. The Crossfire one, I honestly was paying half attention to, but that one was good. That's the dude who had the case like attached to his. It was like the army dudes or whatever.
Yeah, there had a bunch of COD people in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one we kept saying sounds like Ghost.
Oh, it was Ghost, and the chick Farah is in it too.
I know.
The chick who plays Farah.
Then we had the Armor Core episode with Keanu.
That one was okay. That was okay.
Then, I forgot about this one. This might actually be the worst one. The Outer Worlds episode.
Man, that one was pretty bad.
Then we had the Mega Man one.
Do a love story.
Yeah, the Outer Worlds one started like terrible, but then I think it got a little better towards the end. But overall, it looked hella goofy.
Yeah, the animation was weird.
But then we had Mega Man. That one was like 5 minutes. It's just Mega Man
Yeah,
getting roasted by Santa Claus for a couple minutes, and then he kills like a rat or something. I don't know. Then we have
he does. Yeah,
Exodus. That's the dude who goes like traveling through space to get his daughter.
that one was cool.
Then we had
It's
Spelunky.
that one
Terrible.
was yeah, that wasn't very good.
Then we had the fucking classic episode Concord. That one
Yeah,
was
that one
it was all right.
it was okay. Yeah, there was some action.
Then we have 14th episode Honor of Kings. That's the dude who was playing that game, like the in the temple with the robot, fucking samurai looking ass guy.
That one was cool.
That
That
one
one was
was cool.
interesting.
Some of these games I've never heard of, but I don't even know what Honor of Kings is.
I don't either.
Spelunky, that's the one game. Concord got canceled. Exodus, I think, is an ARPG. Then Playtime was, I think, just a bunch of bullshit put together. Had the
Yeah, the
Kratos and had Helldivers and it
Helldivers.
had
Jin Sakai was in there
Shin
somewhere.
Sakai. Then the
Sackboy.
Colossus tall fucker.
Yeah, Colossus.
It was just a bunch of games at the end. I don't know. But yeah, that secret level. I think it was. I mean, if you didn't watch it, if you were watching it like every week, if I don't know how they were dropping episodes, but if you're doing it like week to week, I'm sure it was probably better.
Yeah, I wouldn't binge it again. I won't watch it again. Actually, I'd watch just maybe the episodes I liked.
We got to
Or
watch off season 2. We have to review it
well, yeah, whenever that comes out. But
probably next year.
yeah, it would be cool if they did like
Hope they
an
picked
actual
not
God of
goofy
War
ass random
episode.
games.
Yeah,
Like they could do
it-
like a Last of Us episode. That'd be cool. Like an actual Ghost of something. They could do Ghost of fucking. They could do Tsushima, I guess. I don't know, but
God of War.
the God of War. They can do. They're probably doing an Astrobot episode.
Game of the year.
Yeah, they could do a whole bunch of shit. Not random ass fucking games. Like Concord. Anyway,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the episode. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you go to AMC's Twitter, tell them to go fuck themselves, and
tell them they suck ass.
make sure you uninstall Pandora and install Spotify. So if you're listening to this on YouTube, go download Spotify and rate the pod 5 stars right now.
Yeah, 5 stars, or you just give us likes on the YouTube
YouTube,
video. That'd be cool.
you can rate it on Apple Podcasts, wherever you want. But just don't use Pandora, is what I'm saying. It's not even on Pandora, so
Yeah,
no, it's
Pandora
is
just
it?
sucks.
No, it's not. I think it might be through iHeartRadio. Actually, I don't know. I don't even know how Pandora works, so I've never used it. So
It's just
fuck them.
radio.
Fuck Pandora. Fuck AMC, and I'm sure at some point in the year we'll find something else to say fuck you to as well.
Fuck Chipotle.
No,
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I just thought I'd
say some
catch it
random
off
shit.
guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. How about we say fuck Koolme? That's the next thing we're gonna start.
Yeah, I think that could work.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.